Received a report that you haven't reached Bravo Team yet. You need to pick up the pace.
The UAC takes pride in its safety record. Please follow UAC procedures.
God, this game still gives me the creeps. Oh, yeah, shit.
For generations, humankind has lived under the looming specter of slowly dwindling natural resources. Our new ventures on planets like Mars have only intensified our need to find fresh sources for metals, petrochemicals, food, water, and even space. To meet solutions that will soon pay off for the UAC, investors, and indeed the entire human race. Mars itself is our chief ally and the key to our success.
God, you have a nice jaw. Whatever happened to it?
This is Paul Simon, security specialist in IT. Our network secured.
Audio log for Kyle Berger, research supervisor for the EPD project. The elemental phase deconstructor is fully operational, and the research data we have gathered so far is very impressive. Unfortunately, we had a terrible accident last week. Research assistant Patterson was calibrating one of the quark emitters in the chamber, and witnesses say he appeared to see something. It's almost like something was talking to him, and he backed right into the particle beam. It was not a pretty sight, as it took off the backside of his head. He lived a few minutes, although I'm not sure you could consider that living, but they say his eyes rolled back and forth, and he was trying to talk, although after losing that much brain matter, I'm sure it was just reflex actions. Anyway, due to this, I have enacted new safety protocols in the lab, and we have stocked one of the storage cabinets with emergency medical supplies. The code for the cabinet is 752. End of log.
No grenades.
Warning. EPD laser active. Gas leak stopped. Fire extinguished.
Audio log for Jack Smith, benefits analyst in HR 1024-2145. I just went through another batch of accident reports from the science team. We've had 5 more people hurt this week while working with the equipment. The most serious incident was one John Hughes, whose hand was caught in one of the plastic extrusion systems. He was performing maintenance on it and states that he unplugged it and had the safety key in his pocket. It managed to activate without an apparent power source and shredded his arm up to the elbow before someone got him out. It's been reported that the machine is still running. Can't shut it down. The cost on that incident alone is enough to raise the red flag, but this is just one in a pile. We're going to overrun our budget on benefits payouts. And while it's not my department, I have to assume that the more equipment budget is going to be blown out as well, because according to these reports, the equipment's breaking down on a daily basis. Please mark this for review at corporate. End of log.
For generation.
Welcome to Mars, Marine. Welcome to Mars, Marine. This briefing is designed to acquaint you with a few of the standard
For generations, humankind has lived under the looming specter of slowly dwindling natural resources. Our new ventures on planets like Mars have only intensified our need to find fresh sources for metals, petrochemicals, food, water, and even air. To meet that need, UAC researchers have developed dramatic solutions. Solutions that will soon pay off for the UAC, its investors, and indeed the entire human race. Mars itself is our chief ally and the key to our solution. Look around at its vast red deserts, rich in naturally occurring iron oxides. They are the raw materials of our future. We have developed a process that destabilizes the atomic structure of pulverized iron oxide and separates it into subatomic particles, which are
Oh, get away from that.
Audio log for Jack Smith, benefits analyst in HR 1020.
Safer worlds for everyone. For centuries, people on Earth have waged war over two things vital to human existence: fuel and water. As part of its ongoing commitment to create safer worlds for everyone, the UAC recently unveiled its development of the Hydrocon. Though still in its prototype stages, the Hydrocon will, in one dramatic move, forever end all shortages of water and fuel. By splitting iron oxide molecules, the Hydrocon produces oxygen and hydrogen cheaply and safely, without the need for large amounts of electricity. The hydrogen is then used for hydrogen fuel,
Lambert, glad
a
to see you.
substance so
I thought it was all
versatile and
alone.
clean
It's
that
been
it can be
freaking
used
spooky
in everything
lately.
from home appliances
blown
to
a few
today's
circuits
most
and is
demanding
unstable.
rocket engines.
Be careful
A
with that
side
gun.
benefit of
A stray
producing
bullet
this
into the
fuel
glass
is an
shields could blow
endless
the whole
supply of
area.
Pures.
I'm gonna try and get this thing stabilized. I'll head to the science office when I have this under control.
safer worlds for everyone.
Problemo ko.
Here at the UNC, we make Earth a better place.
What the?
Hello, is this reaching anyone? I'm broadcasting on a very low frequency. If you can hear me, I'm not far. Please help me. I've locked myself in storage room C4. Please, if anyone can hear me, please help me.
Audio report regarding the disrespectful treatment of new research staff, September 14th, 2145. As you know, I have gone to considerable effort to recruit my staff researchers for Alpha Lab. finding team members with the qualifications, let alone the willingness to come to Mars, has not been a career path. You know this already. But it is necessary that I emphasize why their complaints must be taken seriously. We won't be able to keep our people away from new researchers and harassment continues. No, harassment is exactly the right word. And routinely getting reports of UAC security asking inappropriate questions and submitting my staff to unnecessary background checks. I must insist that we be allowed to keep our personal lives private and be left to complete our assignments without further delays. If there is some kind of security threat, I suggest that UAC security look more deeply into their own staff. Move! This is Andrew Chin.
Store and deliver that fuel to make the dream of deep space research. Direction of Dr. Malcolm Bertruga, key UAC scientists have made startling new discoveries in the field. And with it, they have been able to use the actual space between electrons and protons in a molecule as a storage...
Marine, Bravo team reports they've located your position but are unable to move to your current location. Head through engineering and try to link up with them in Sector 3.
Audio log for Walter Connors. The MFS compressor is producing fantastic results. The latest modification I made to the dilation matrix were the real key to the recent breakthrough. All in all, I feel my work on this project has the catalyst that propelled everything forward. I've also taken a set amount of time each day to make sure that everyone is doing their job, and of course I check all of their data to ensure that no mistakes are made. This is going to be a huge moneymaker for the company, and quite honestly, without my input and hard work, I'm not sure that we would have gotten this far. I wanted also to thank you for your supervisory role in the project. Working with you is a true honor. Just remember me in the end-of-the-year reports, as I'm certain I deserve a promotion. Walter out.
Don't shoot. I can help you. The lights are all out. I'll lead you through here if you can get me off this base. We can't stop. We've got to keep moving. Come on, I can't wait.
Audio log for Dr. Cassian. Dr. Mark Cassian. At 1547, patient Jonathan Wills was admitted after complaining of insomnia and nausea. According to the nurse, Mr. Wills was calm and exhibited no signs of disorder when he was brought to exam room 5. However, by the time I reached him at 10 after 4, his personality had changed dramatically. When I entered the room, Mr. Wills lunged at me with a scalpel he apparently stole from a supply drawer. With the assistance of an orderly, we managed to subdue and sedate him without injury. Mr. Wills was heavily medicated and could not be diagnosed, but in the 20 minutes he was left unattended, he managed to carve 3 symbols in his arm and cut his own tongue into 2 halves. I can only guess at the cause of his problems. I hope that additional psychiatrists arrive soon. In the meantime, in response to this assault, all medical supplies and armaments will be locked in a secure hospital cabinet with the code 347. Dr. Cassian out.